But if you're
Right.
lying,
That
then you're
riddle.
telling the truth.
I am lie. You mix me with some more soap and you get concrete.
Wow.
Great for
Science.
getting rid of bodies.
No, you put the lye in the
Oh,
Coke. You're not.
what did
True,
we
true.
do? What do we do with tied up man?
You let him go.
Portable stuff.
Oh, we let him go.
Yeah, we let him
Yep.
go.
Oh,
Hi, Yummy.
Declared he
Welcome
would
in. How you
Devote
doing?
his life to God.
Seen you before. You're on
Feel like
whose stream are you
Did
coming
he-
from?
Did he seem like he was telling?
Appreciate
the truth
you
at the
being
time?
here.
Nobody incited him on that one.
On what?
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Nobody incited on him when he said he was going to become a god of man. Man of God.
Oh, no, I figured that he wasn't going to. It's like a New Year's resolution. You say you're
Yeah.
going to do it, but you don't do it.
And then you find orphans and decide to eat them.
But like we took all his weapons and stuff, so like he has nothing to do anything with.
Yeah.
He's got 5 gold.
Money.
Yeah.
All right.
The forest will
So
get
you
him.
got-
Hi, Psycho. Welcome back.
You go along till sunset.
Delta.
You've made camp,
Oh, I'm fucking silly.
and you begin to rest for the evening. It's a bit eerie. You don't really hear much in the way of noises. The occasional owl hoot, but it kind of feels weird and distorted as it bounces around the trees. It's a little disconcerting. And the fact that most of the trees kind of are dead, and this is a really unnerving area to be camping in. And you find out that all of the groups are in charge of keeping watch in their own area. But your meals are provided for you. You're pretty good to set up a campfire and everything. You have tents. For the most part, it's comfortable. Is there anything you'd like to do before you begin your long rest?
I would just like to set up my area all comfy and then play some music.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a performance check.
Six.
Just a 6?
26.
26. Oh,
Nice.
what kind of music are you playing?
Kind of just a chill wind down music after a battle. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
As you begin playing your music, it kind of like rests over the campsite and helps relieve that kind of eerie feeling and kind of fills the space up with noise. And it's a little comforting. It's not entirely like it's still a little unnerving out here, but you're a little bit more relaxed, a little bit nicer now. Like it's not quite as oppressive anymore with that music playing.
Slowly gets worse as I get drunk and pass out.
So who is anybody else want to do anything before bed?
Oh, I'm gonna take my hammock, and since all these trees are dead and gross, I'm just gonna rig it up between the 2 axles of the cart and sleep under the cart. And Rox
Alright.
can join me if they want.
Yep.
Easily
gonna-
done.
I'm gonna clean the little area around, like, where I'm trying to sleep, like, of all the debris and plants, and I'm just gonna, like, make my little bedroll, like, nice and as pristine as possible. And then, like,
All right.
pray for a moment.
Easy enough. Who wants to take first watch?
Definitely not me. I'm still very hurt.
I'll take first.
Yeah, I'll also stay awake while I'm hanging out in the hammock.
All right.
You can come in the hammock too if you want, Wendi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come over here and like sit as close to your hammock as possible against the cart and like set my umbrella up to be covering me.
All right. Everybody who's taking first watch, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
All right.
Shit, a 4.
Jesus.
Uh-oh. That's a 16. I do have dark vision, I believe. If that
Yeah.
means anything to you.
All right. As your couple hours of watch go
Mhm.
on, everybody dies down. There's a few other people up keeping watch as well. But for the most part, everything is still and quiet as everybody is getting sleep. You still haven't seen the person in the carriage. They have not left it since this all began. You have no idea who is in there or what they look like. But your watch is mostly uneventful, except for about halfway through. Ubrik, you start to hear some. There, you almost miss them at first, but there are some gentle sounds of movement in the underbrush around the camp. Not really sure what's moving out there, but something is.
I'm gonna kind of like stand up and look towards that direction, and kind of just like get their attention and be like, "Hey, I think there's something out there."
A couple people look around and you still can't quite see what's out there, but you start to hear something. And Rox, you hear this too as it starts to happen. It just starts to echo around the forest and around your campfire, just kind of echoing through the trees and the dead space.
I'm gonna wake up Seth and Wendi.
Welcome back, Andy.
Be like, try to keep an ear out if you can.
The fuck
As you
is that?
guys wake up, you hear that too. That same. It's just from multiple sources coming from somewhere in the forest. It's hard to really pinpoint where it is.
Coyotes or something?
Yeah. Can I make some sort of check to try to discern if that's an animal?
Go ahead and roll a nature check.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That's never good. I'm gonna ready my
Oh.
javelin.
A 4.
You have no idea what the fuck is making this noise.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Divine Sense, which allows me to detect anything good and evil
Okay.
until the end of turn. Anything celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet, I
You
know.
feel an overwhelming and oppressive sense of evil everywhere around you in this forest. Fortunately, you can tell there's evil around you. Unfortunately, it's so oppressive and permeating the area that you cannot pinpoint a direction from where it is, because it is everywhere.
Fun.
I'm gonna tuck my ears in because this is really loud.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna like kind of like almost heave a little bit and like hold it together and be like, I don't think we're safe at all.
This can. Is anybody doing anything, or are you guys just keeping an eye out for the moment?
My
Keeping an
soul's
eye out.
wait-
I guess if they woke me up, I guess I'll look around and see if I hear anything else or see anything else.
The go ahead and roll me a perception. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, and just roll me a perception.
Haha, a natural 1 for an 8.
Nope, you do not see anything. You just hear the noise, the continuous noise
It's like
everywhere.
ringing.
This goes on for about an hour. Nothing really comes out of the forest, but there's just this continual laughing, and everybody's on edge. And finally, it stops. There is a moment of quiet as it ends. And just as you're starting to relax a little bit,
I recognize that one.
howls fill the forest area.
Uh-oh.
And silence again. Takes a little while before you feel like they've left. And you start to hear more howling, but farther off in the distance.
We have a stray dog in our pack actually.
Another hour
where
goes
they
by, and
this one.
no
There-
more howls.
My
no
character model is
more
actually like dog like.
strange laughter. Just the silence of the forest.
Unfortunate.
You're able to go back to your long rests. The first watch ends, the second watch begins. Who's taking over from the first watch?
Well, I'm awake now, so I'll be second watch.
Okay. Anybody with Wendi?
If you want, but I would really like to go back to sleep.
Okay, Wendi, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okie dokie.
Hmm.
18.
All right. Not a lot happens during your shift. You hear the distant sound of a crow. Craw, craw, craw. And aside from that, not much happens until about the end of your shift when the fog starts rolling in.
That's not.
I assume this fog looks unnatural.
I realized that I left you guys
No,
like.
I mean, it's thick. It's thicker than you've ever seen it, but
It's just the
nothing
I left you
about
guys
it
in a tree.
seems terribly unnerving more than the rest of this forest is.
Doke.
And the second watch comes to end. Who's going to be on third watch?
What? There's a third watch?
I will if
Interesting.
someone wakes me up.
I'll try to wake you up. Where you're here. Okay.
I
Hey,
would
hey, it's your turn.
Hold on.
I'll drag myself out of my camp and then cast dancing lights and just play music during my watch.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a performance.
I
15.
have found the things.
You play a nice little song. What kind of feeling are you going with this song?
Just a nice mellow morning sound. Try and bounce the dancing lights with the music.
With the songs really nice and mellow and light. And with the thick fog around you, the dancing lights shine even more brightly. And you're able to play around with it in really fun ways.
Interesting.
Not
Okay.
until about the last hour of your watch that you start to realize you're not the only one. Something's playing along with you.
Can I tell where that's coming from?
Roll perception.
Oh. Oh.
Oh
Also,
yeah, that's a 7.
bless.
No,
Bless that man.
I mean you can't really even see the other groups.
Ooh.
You can kind of see the light
That's
from
concerning.
their fires through the fog, but it is thick and around you, and it almost feels like you're alone here with this group. And somewhere there's a music accompanying yours, but you're not really sure where it's coming from. The fog kind of makes it really hard to tell where
The
things
far
are.
disguises all.
Could I try and outplay them, speed up and change pace, and then just do some bard tricks to try and trip them up?
Yeah, go for it.
Fuck you, bad moment.
Go ahead and roll me another performance check.
Oh, did I figure out how to do this?
Fuck, the 12.
Guys, I did it. I did it. I did it. We're good. Whoop.
You try and play around with it, but the accompanying music seems to easily move with you,
Also, punk. Look at this.
occasionally highlighting you, occasionally playing off of you, but never seems to be. You never seem to lose it or trip it up. And this goes on
Good.
for about an hour or so
Oh no.
before you suddenly it's gone.
Oh, this is so cool.
Stops.
Look at this. Look at this.
You are playing your music alone again.
Just stop for a moment.
You know what I'm missing? Hold on.
Silence.
Nobody messaged me.
I'll
Nobody messaged me. Okay.
look around and realize I was supposed to be doing watch that whole time.
At least we're alive.
A bunch of raccoons have stolen food.
Shoo. The gentle snores of the
It
dwarf.
is. I mean, you start to hear them sounds of people moving as the fog starts to lighten up as the sun starts to rise.
Ah.
And you guys all have completed a long rest. And the morning has come.
Ah, delightful.
You're all waking up, and Avle comes, making sure the group's awake. Like, make sure you wake up and get your breakfast. We'll be leaving here soon once it gets a little bit brighter. We'll be traveling through the fog today, it seems, so make sure you're paying extra special attention to what's going on around us.
Okay. We'll
Okie
do.
dokie.
Appreciate
Anything you guys want to do before things start moving along their way?
Just eat a ration.
like to grab some food and then go like kind of while eating it, like wander around the camp and see if I can see any tracks or anything like that.
All right, go ahead and make me a survival check.
All right. Oh, that's cool. Doing it that way. 14.
All right. It's a little hard to find anything out in this fog, but find a couple of paw prints that look like they're from some rather large wolves.
Okay.
Other than that, you don't really find much.
I'll let the party know that we were being like observed last night by creatures.
Okay. During the long rest, I would have switched out one spell.
All right.
I'll warn Wendi and Rox to not be alone at any point if we're being, tracked by animals. And then make sure they get some breakfast and throw out whatever scraps have gone icky from that I stole at the bar yesterday.
Yeah. You go through your provision of scraps. Roll me a D100.
Proficient as scraps.
$40.
you see a couple of them have molded over, but you've probably got 3/4 of the bag that's still good.
Okay, I'll throw the stuff out at the side of the road and be like, here,
Yeah.
for the animals or something.
Immediately, a few crows come in and start eating. One of them looks at you and just "Rah, rah," and goes back to his food.
Big ol'
I'll
angry
just
crow.
crow at it.
So, you guys go through your morning rituals, get some food, prepare, and the caravan starts to move. Fog
try-
stays heavy. What was that?
I was gonna say,
Have a
can I
nice
try
breakfast.
to get one of the crows to stay with me for a while?
Go ahead and roll an animal handling check.
Cool. 22.
Nice.
The crows are willing to follow you around for a bit.
Awesome.
They finish their food and they're keeping up in the trees, but they're following along with you.
You'll give
Um,
food, I follow.
True. And then I did want to ask a question. So one of my little quirks is when I'm walking around, like things grow, like flowers and stuff grow as I touch the ground. Is that happening here?
I'm so sorry.
I mean, you see little bits of grass popping up behind you.
Okay. I just wanted to see how dead the actual area was.
You guys, the carriage takes off and you travel for about an hour. Before the road starts to get worse, starts to get muddier.
My bad, guys. I'm so
There
sorry.
are holes
Ooh.
of standing water,
Paid
very
sneeze.
brackish, lining the path now. Trees, like, they start to come back to life. You don't really see as many dead trees anymore, but they are starting to stand taller, and they come in more towards the road, and it's a bit more of an oppressive feeling than before. And as you keep moving on, like, almost feels like the farther you move down this road, the more the trees start to be mishappen and shaped. Almost feels like they're clawing into the sky and towards the road as you move. Another hour moving through this, and your shoes are covered in mud and water, and it's like a faint. The smell of stagnant water is very strong here. And while it's getting a little bit brighter, the fog has not dissipated at all.
Can I try to sneak rocks onto the back of the cart so they don't have to walk?
Go ahead and make a stealth check for both of you, because there are other guards around this. Keep an eye on things.
While we're walking, can I try to like even out the floor and move some of the water with shape water and move like mold earth just so that like it's a smoother ride for our carriage?
You try to do it, but roll me a wisdom check.
That's a lot. That's like
Wisdom. 10 total.
You try to do this, but it requires you to be so quick in your intention and your usage of magic that ultimately it does not have much of an effect in the movement of the carriages.
Hmm. There's just so much unevenness and weird puddles everywhere.
Yep.
I'll give up
15
after a
stealth.
while.
What was
Yay
that,
for
Rob?
effort. Oh, I got a 15 for stealth. I don't know what
Okay.
Rock's got.
Yeah, no, the guards like give you a weird look and be like, "What? Get back at your post."
He's got little legs, man. Give him a break. I wasn't trying to get up
You
there.
are a rear guard. You're supposed to cover the rear, not. We've got this. This is our spot.
All right. All right.
You know, the best way to cover the rear is to watch the rear. Yes.
Be right up on it.
Yeah. If I'm on the
Whatever.
car
Our
facing
job's make sure
away,
nobody fucks with the wagon. That includes you.
Well, you've got like
can
twice
hold
the
my head.
legs as them.
Yeah. Yes. You're telling me that if I were to run away with something, you couldn't catch me?
Right, especially in this mud. I mean, come on. Look, the kid's like got mud up to his ass.
I mean, come on, you
I'm
don't want
not
to be
f-
the guard that.
I'm not giving up
Orphans
the
hate.
fucking 2,000 gold just for you to catch a fucking ride.
You guys are getting paid 2,000?
What the fuck?
That's
I'm
the
gonna
end,
stick my
right?
tongue out at the guard and give up.
Oh,
I'll kind of like
they're
offer to
they're
give
not
the
blessed with your.
yeah. I'll offer to give a piggyback ride.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you get a piggyback ride.
I get paid so much money with my stupid fancy armor.
How much are we getting paid at the end of this? That
Avle's
was-
like, you guys are getting paid 2,000 gold at the end of this too. You do know that, right?
I know. I just want them to feel pity for us. They're being mean to a child,
An
Um,
orphan.
an orphan.
We all saw what
Um,
that orphan did yesterday.
I mean,
And
yes, we
thank
did.
God he did.
Yeah, protect your asses.
Arguably, the rear guard carried the most weight.
I think everyone.
We're all on the same side. We probably shouldn't try to divide between us and them.
Yeah, I mean,
No, but it's something to do.
Yeah, true. It's a long, boring walk, so.
Hey, he's the one who wouldn't let rocks on the cart, man.
well, I
Wait,
mean,
what-
it is his job.
I mean,
It's what he's getting
yeah.
paid for.
Right, so I'm giving you something to do on your job.
Guy
Who's that
just
kid that throws shit on the
scoffed.
floor and tells you, there, janitor, clean it up.
Oh no.
But it's their job. Wow.
It's like, alright.
I mean, we're all on the same side, right? So
Yeah. Like,
You could say that we're all in this together.
yes. Yes,
everybody take
together.
a quick, 10 on the card.
Okay, so Rock's gonna hop up on my shoulders. Is that what's happening?
Oh
I'll
yeah.
be watching
Okay.
very cautiously.
Alright.
I'm gonna take the mud and like water and everything off of them as best I can using mold earth and shape water so they're not getting mud all over you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right.
So sweet.
You guys keep on like this for about probably an hour before it all kind of
Fades to black.
no, like the trees kind of fall away a bit, and you guys start to come out of the fog.
Ooh.
And
Hey guys, I am so sorry if I am lagging hella bad. Like on stream. Because I'm getting 1,300 kilobit. Yo! Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to watch them. As much as I would love to. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. We're getting back to normal.
as you come out of the fog
Yeah, somewhat.
and the forest,
Should be better. Sorry about that.
this space kind of opens up for you. And you see this towering monolith before you. Looking behind you, you see the fog spills out of the forest, swallowing up the road and the path behind you. And ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, is a high stone buttress looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. It's almost beautiful as you see this little glitter from the dew hanging off of the iron. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence.
Hmm.
Fuck are your characters?
I don't think our
Hmm.
caravan got pulled along.
I literally just put your characters down. No, they were gone.
The caravan yoinked us, or like left us behind.
There you go. You guys should be able to see now, right?
I can't see mine.
I can't see mine. I can only see the two caravans that were ahead of us.
Whoop.
I see a horse.
Nope.
I see two horses on both caravans now. It was one horse on both caravans for a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe hit tab. Are we invisible?
No,
Right,
you're
horse.
not. This is fucking weird.
I can like click on myself and it pulls me back, but I don't see anything.
Why? Why are things weird?
Technical difficulty.
I can even move it. What the fuck?
You know what? Fuck. I'm just gonna make you guys fucking DMs again for a moment. You
Night.
can just fucking see things. There you go. You guys should be able to fucking see everything now.
I'm still blind.
Ice.
Yeah, except
They're
oh,
invisible.
I can see. Oh, there.
Well, they're-
Oh,
they're-
are you
there we
guys
go.
down
They're
under the
popping.
water?
No, they're popping in
They're
slowly.
invisible. Ned.
Oh, okay.
We're popping in now.
Is it alt? It's alt right click,
Was it?
right?
Was it always only two caravans? I thought it was three.
No, it's a wagon and a carriage.
Okay.
Oh, I'm on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
There we go.
I assume that those
Rocks banana.
crows disappeared after a while. Did they all go out at the same time, or did they like all leave one by one?
What? The crow?
The-
Oh, the crows are still following you.
Oh, they're here with us still.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Hanging out in the trees watching. Can you guys all see the gate and everything?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all see this gate?
Mhm.
Fucking stupid bullshit, man.
I was kind of looking from the back of the carriage at the gate, so it didn't matter too much.
Yeah.
Yippee.
So, because these are stupid carriages, we're just gonna theater mine this shit.
Okay.
As the caravan approaches, the gates open with this ear-piercing screech. Granting you entry through this buttress. Guys pass through, hearing the hooves slosh into the mud and the pools of water. Occasional cawing from the crows that are following behind you. And you slowly pass through the gate, looking up at these headless stone guardians looming over you. As the last of you passes through, the gates slowly start to close behind you, creaking and groaning as they come to a full close. The woods slowly begin to converge around you again as you move past this and forward. And as it does, the fogs return.
Ooh.
And the buttress is obscured in the fog, leaving you feeling solitude once more. Towering trees whose tops are lost in the heavy gray mist block out all but a deathly gray light. Tree trunks are unnaturally close to one another, and the woods have been silent like a forgotten grave. Yet there's a strange feeling of unease as the winds kind of blow through and you hear the trees groan and scream as they move against each other. I would like everybody to go ahead and roll me a perception check.
13.
25.
God damn.
23.
Nat 20 plus 3, 23.
God damn, you guys.
My ears will twitch.
You continue along like this for another
I see
2 or so hours before Wendi, Seth, and Ubrick. God damn, you guys. Smell. Something smells like a rotting body. Seems to be coming from the woods off to your right.
I guess they'll look in that direction.
It's just the densely packed trees. You see, like, you can find a path into the forest, but it is a bit claustrophobic.
Are there? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if we just kind of slowly walk off, do we kind of get the sense of like how far away it is?
You can't really know until you go looking.
Um,
Are the crows still
Could-
following?
Yes.
I'm gonna look at them. Is there any particular area in that direction that they're avoiding?
No. They're
No.
just following you guys.
I cast Dancing Lights and just have the 4 orbs 20 feet spaced out in that
Yeah.
direction.
You quickly lose sight of them as, like, the farther they go in, the more they're obscured by all the trees.
I'll wait here.
I don't think that's kind of in our, pay grade to go into the woods. Should we even bother? Or
I've seen enough dead bodies in my lifetime. I don't need to see another one.
That's true. While we're standing here, I'll just sort of start casting, more ritual casting Speak with Animals. So if 10 minutes pass without anything else happening, I'll do something.
All right.
If you guys want, I can try to like sneak in there. I'm not too big. I can probably wiggle my way in, but
I just don't know if it's worth it. You guys smell that, right?
oh yeah.
We don't want to lose the caravan.
No, we just keep
Yeah.
walking. Does the smell like follow with us?
No, it stays roughly where it was. Like, permeates the air a bit, so it's gonna take a while for you to get away from it.
okay. Yeah, if we couldn't see it from the path, I'd rather not risk one of us going and getting lost. The floor is not quite
It's not
solid.
worth it.
Yeah.
If we don't go in, I just like to place the dancing lights around us, but not in us.
Yeah.
Like on 20 feet out from the road, pretty much.
All right. You have those following along with you as you move.
After 10 minutes or so, if there's a crow or any sort of animal near, I'll just ask it, hey, is there any weird dead things out there, or anything that shouldn't belong?
One of the ravens cocks its head at you. He'll die. And all the crows fly off.
My ears will just droop back down, and I'll be like, I don't like that. And turn back to you guys. Yeah, they don't know anything.
All right, well, figured they would. You know, it's their woods, but if they don't
And
know,
they
they
kind
don't
of
know.
just laughed at me.
That's unsettling.
Yeah,
It's,
you know.
I mean, who gives a fuck what they think? They're crows.
I think it's fair.
I mean, said we were all gonna die, but you know, they're
Oh.
crows.
Well,
Let's-
we are eventually.
Yeah, I mean, aren't they excited for that? That's kind of their primary
Yeah.
food source.
That's true.
The dead things. All right, let's continue on then. They don't think anything of interest is out there.
I think we're the thing of interest to them.
Probably.
You guys continue on for another hour before the trees fall away, and now you are only surrounded by dense fog and the uneven, muddy road beneath your feet. Another hour through this, and you start to see tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones, and slowly the tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. Mm.
You know, I never asked, where are we going? Or where are we?
Yeah, that was actually something we did ask the what is his name? Avle?
Well, I assume it says on the note.
Oh, I like the spiky roofs.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Here, wherever here is.
Yeah.
Waiting for the adventure to begin.
I'm waiting for everybody to join us in this map.
GM rights have been rescinded.
Hmm.
We're missing
Dang.
some people.
Dang it, I was gonna summon Ganondorf.
It's me.
On the boards, go to the Barovia Unknown Realm 2. Oh, there you are.
Oh, yay!
Now we're missing Squish.
Honestly, I love this app. I'm not gonna lie.
Pretty great.
If they start building shit with it, it's pretty cool.
How detailed can you get the building?
Very
Fairly.
detailed.
Yeah, our caravan is as big as one of these houses.
Squish is here. Yay.
Fuck yeah. Guys can see things and everything.
I
Yeah.
love seeing things.
I smell colors.
I smell
Oh, what?
colors. I think you smoked the wrong stuff then.
Yeah.
Or maybe you smoked the right stuff. I don't know.
Doesn't look the right stuff to be.
As you guys start to enter the town proper, the fog starts to fall away, giving you a better glimpse of this town that you find yourself in. Most of the buildings are dark and cold, but you can see a few people moving about, most of them dressed in morose, depressing colors, and not much life to be seen. Continue making your way. Once you get about here, though, you all see this very beautiful young lady with a billowing white dress with red and green filigree along it. Her hair is very long and blonde, and looks like she's taken very good care of it.
Thought I had to sneeze.
And she moves down the road,
Ooh.
and you see a young man following behind her, calling out to her.
Young man, there's no need to
He's
feel down.
Probably around the same age as she is. He's got shorter brown hair, wears some nice but ordinary clothing, and they stop and they talk a little bit, and he hands her flowers, and she smiles and continues on his way, and he smiles and goes off in his own direction, and your caravan passes by this and begins heading down the same direction the lady went. As you guys are the last ones to pass around this corner, roll me a perception real quick.
As we pass the
Perception.
sad or
Yes.
Nat 20,
doesn't-
24.
I'll also just say these are the saddest.
The guy went this way over
Yeah.
here.
So sassy.
The girl went this way. And as everybody's gone this way, you're the last ones to see down this road.
7.
I got a 6.
15.
An 8.
Okay, so Seth and Wendi are the only ones to notice this. Goddamn. As you turn around this corner, you, Wendi and Seth, you see this young man, like, hands grab him from an alleyway and drag him in. You hear some sounds of scuffles and then silence. And then his dead body just flops out into the road. And then you watch a couple people just keep a wide berth around him as they go about their business. A few make a symbol in the air of whatever god they worship, and most just keep their eyes avoided and keep walking around.
I'm going to sign to Wendi. Did you see that?
I'm gonna sign back. Yep.
Be careful. And I'm going to sign that to Wendi and fucking Rocks.
I'm gonna go tap on our dwarven guy's shoulder and just be like, "Hey, we should stick real close."
Okay. I kind of agree. Why are we standing so close in city? I mean, the streets are a little tight, but
You don't want to get pickpocketed, right?
I'm gonna kind of look back at Cass and be like, my concern for pickpocketing is in our own party.
I'm gonna also like whisper to our little wizard friend, "Hey, we should stick real close. This place is not safe."
I'm starting to get that feeling.
I mean, it's a
I-
city.
No, well,
Just because you're honestly that it's more dangerous in a city than out there.
I'm gonna kind of like make sure Rox is still like sat on my shoulders.
He's just chilling.
You guys continue following the caravan from behind. And as you do, you come upon a weary-looking mansion squatting behind a rusty iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet, against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path, all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen. And this is where your carriage stops.
Ah,
You're on the far side of it, so you don't see as it opens who gets out and goes up into the mansion. But Avle stops and say, "Okay, so we're supposed to wait out here and keep an eye on the carriages and make sure nothing untoward happens. All right?
understood.
Easy enough.
After a bit, we'll get the carriages stowed away and we'll be able to find our accommodations for the evening. We'll stay for tomorrow and then we'll leave the next morning.
Oh, we're staying in this town.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Mm.
unfortunate.
You know, I'm sure it's a very nice town with lots to offer.
Mm.
Are we
Kinda-
camping in the street or do we get rooms?
I'm sure we can find an inn.
I'm kind of gonna give like a glance over to Seth and be like, I don't like this.
Just gonna nod and just be like, just keep quiet for now.
Okay. Move closer to me in between both of you, and then just kind of like sit and be perceptive, or not sit, but, you know.
Can I just
Yeah,
send my
that's-
dancing lights down the alleyway just to make sure it's lit up and no one can like sneak around
Yeah.
on us?
Is the second caravan still in front of us?
Yes.
Okay. So like all the guards are in front of the one that we're by.
I mean, they're all spread out and they're same. The map is small enough that I just kept it at a smaller scale.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But basically, assume the same orientation you had on the road.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
just double
basically
checking.
how it's set up. Yeah.
That we didn't get like split the caravan.
As you guys are standing there keeping guard, go ahead and roll perceptions for me.
Um,
16.
5.
26.
Me too.
Oh,
Nat 20 or not nat 20,
you guys are
dirty
doing pretty
20.
fucking good with your rolls.
I almost rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, I got a dirty.
I'm at, I rolled a 19 for 26.
Okay. Varoux, what did you roll?
A 5.
Okay. Everybody but Cass notices this odd building next to you across from the house your employer just went into. 4-story. You see a balcony on this side overlooking the entrance. The wooden, oh fuck, I forgot what those are called. The shutters, the wooden shutters creak in the gentle breeze. Some of them are hanging off slightly to the side. It is a very black and dark house, and it squats there as if it was waiting. It's a very ominous house that kind of puts you on edge. A wrought iron gate with hinges on one side and lock on the other sits to block the entryway. Oil lamps hang from the porch ceiling by chains, giving a flickering, dull light to the space.
Who's kind of the most on edge right now?
Good question.
Well, my
Not me.
perception was
On
that
edge.
my perception was the highest, so probably me.
All right, I'm kind of like looking around. I'm gonna see that you're a little bit like on your toes more so. I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy, and I'm gonna do like phantom sound, and it's just gonna be like a very quiet like, I see you, like right behind your ear.
I mean, I'll look in that direction.
I'm just gonna kind of like keep as straight of a face as can, just like trying to ease the tension a little bit, at least for myself.
What spell did you just cast?
Uh,
Message?
Thaumaturgy. It's a cantrip.
Thaumaturgy. All right.
So everyone can technically hear it if they're, I guess.
Yep.
Yep.
Everybody within range can hear it.
Oh yeah, so it's just like a really gentle, quiet, like, I can see you.
I grab Rox and Wendi as soon as I hear that. Just gonna grab them.
Oh, Rox is on my shoulders.
Yeah, I'm
Grab
grabbing him.
I can smell you.
I can smell you. I'm gonna kind of chuckle and be like, that was me, just messing around.
I'm gonna kick you in the ass just a little bit, and I'm keeping Rox.
I'm gonna
I
kind of
give
chuck.
you a high five before she pulls me away.
You know that thing that huskies do where they like bend their neck to look back at you?
Yeah,
That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna kind of chuckle and be like, I figured it was worth it, with a little bit of a laugh, like.
That's how you give people schizophrenia. I'm just gonna walk away.
Aw.
I'm gonna sigh and then kind of just go back to what I was doing. I mean, it technically didn't hurt anybody, so I guess it's
Gonna hurt
fine.
next time.
Well, you're gonna hurt me.
Just look at Uber and say, well, that's one way to give someone schizophrenia. There's several.
Could be like you. I can only imagine what you have in
Don't
store.
have to give someone schizophrenia if they already have it.
I'm gonna kind of like make sure that I'm still like this entire time. I'm gonna continue like watching down the main alley, or like the main road that we just came down. Like watching, make sure everything's like nobody's coming.
I'm just going to sit up against this mausoleum and play some music.
Go ahead and roll a performance check.
I'm gonna.
Natural 20, 27.
God damn.
Hell yeah.
Mausoleum and spite
Whatever
you.
you're playing, it is just. It elicits the exact feeling you're looking for from everybody
It's
listening.
A very soothing, ethereal kind of violin, fiddle metal melody.
Fiddle metal.
Yeah.
Is
Like that idea.
is Avle that far away from us, or did he move closer?
Oh, he's with you guys. Like he's keeping an eye and trying to keep up with his job and everything like that. Yeah, spend about an hour or two keeping watch. Doing your job. It's pretty. Nothing really happens. It's very kind of lulls you into like a sense of boredom almost. And then suddenly, from that foreboding house that you had noticed, the gate just bursts open, smashing against the wall with this creaking groan. And you see two children running out. A smaller boy sobbing, the girl chasing after the boy, grabbing him and trying to calm him down.
I want to go rush to help them. See if they're okay.
I'll stick behind them and kind of just try to keep a watch around the carriage as well.
See that the younger ones looks to be about 7 years old, wearing rather nice clothing, holding a stuffed doll, and he's sobbing very uncontrollably. Uncontrollably. And the older one is a girl who looks to be about 10 years old or so. So wearing a very nice kind of gothic themed dress. And she's just trying to soothe and calm down the little boy. As you approach, they kind of notice you, but they're a little bit preoccupied.
Just gonna kneel down a little bit and be like, "Are you guys okay?"
The boy sniffles and shakes his head, and the girl's like, she's breathing heavily and like, um, there's a monster in our house, and she points back to the building.
Hmm.
Well, I'm glad you got out when you did. Is there anyone else in your house?
Our mom and dad are in there.
Do you guys have somewhere you can go to stay safe?
They both shake their head. No.
You see that weird looking blonde guy over there?
Oh,
But there's
Go over
also
there by
our
him.
baby brother is still in there too.
We're gonna take care of this, but we can't be worrying about you guys, okay?
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
I'm gonna try to do that cool trick where I pull out a copper from behind their ear before they go.
They just the boy seems like kind of delighted by it. Like it kind of pulls him out of his stuff a little bit, but the girl kind of is like her she somehow goes even more pale and looks a little bit terrified at this.
Surprise magic.
You guys hold on to these, and I'll come back and get them from you after I take care of everything.
As you say this, you all notice the fog starting to come back in, creeping down the roads and pushing in towards your group. Roll perception check.
It might not be as fast as we thought.
All of us?
Yep.
4.
17.
16.
Oh boy.
21.
So everybody but Cass notices that as the fog comes in, it almost looks like there's these clawing hands that are reaching out from it. And you watch as one of the groups farthest away from you, the fog reaches it, and it seems to be clawing around and pulling at them. And as it moves past, they don't really seem to be paying much attention. As the fog passes and starts creeping closer and closer around you guys, you start hearing cries from in the fog. And then silence. The children look around, terrified, and they rush back towards the house as the fog comes closing in, grasping and clawing towards you.
Well, this might not be good for anybody.
You see a few of the other village people you saw along the way rush into houses and slam doors, shutters being closed.
I'm gonna grab rocks and wrap what's left of my scarf around his head so both of our mouths are covered and be like, I guess I'm going in, and see if anybody follows me into the creepy, awful house.
I'm gonna. What I'm gonna look at Alvin or at Alvin. I almost said Alvin. What's his name again? I wrote it down.
Avle.
April.
Avil. I'm gonna look at Avil. I'll be like, then like look at the fog. And be like, do you see that?
Yes, I think the monster house is everybody in the monster house.
Monster house. It is.
Starts heading into the monster house.
Can't we just say take an orphan, leave an orphan?
Get in the monster house now.
This
Like,
is now part of the
monstrous
job. Do it or
and
you
bad
don't get
outfit.
paid.
Inadvertently.
I think that was on the contract.
You guys all rush past the iron gates into this stoop before the entryway, and the fog chases you close in and stops just at the barrier of the house.
Hmm.
Want to call in for the kids and just be like, kids.
The kids have followed with you, yeah.
Okay.
They're there on the step with you.
I'm gonna kind of like put my hand on on their heads just to make sure they're like, safe, and like comfort them. Be like, we shall try to protect you, or we will protect you.
They're shuddering, but they're safe for now.
Are they small enough I could like shoulder one of each?
The younger boy is. The 10-year-old not as much.
Okay, I'll just pop them up on my shoulder. These other orphans are a little bit more seasoned, so
Everybody likes a seasoned dwarf.
Delicious.
A little bit of salt and pepper.
Some paprika.
Yeah.
Kill you in your sleep.
Get some deviled eggs going with them. Eggs.
I'd say give you more season, but I don't have any time.
paprika.
Can I stab him? Oh, ominous music. Delightful.
There are like other guards out by the carts, the carriage and stuff, right?
It seems like the fog might have killed them.
We left
Or
them.
something in the fog might have killed them.
Yeah.
Gas didn't notice, so he just assumed he's being yelled at for no reason. It's kind of funny how much this is like L in Yellow Jackets.
It really is.
Hyenas.
I do have a quick question. The
Yep.
music in the game is in copyright, right?
I
No.
don't think
Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check.
Yeah, I use it all the time.
Can I do any sort of check on the fog to see if it's the fog that's hurting people?
so. Go ahead and roll a nature check.
All right, nature, you failed me once. Don't do it again.
Don't you love it when being a druid, it fucks you over with the only thing that
Right.
you should be good at?
I mean, I could technically pull out the herbalist kit or whatever, but I'm just like that doesn't really apply to fog. 12.
That's not normal fog. It's got weird hands calling at you, and if you look really closely, looks like screaming faces will occasionally come out of it. That's definitely not normal fog. And it seems like the people were afraid of it, so it seems like the fog is up to some shady shit.
This is some pretty fucked up fog. I'd say.
Yeah.
Any idea why? If it's the. What is it? Do you know? Anybody know?
It's the fog. You can't be out in the fog. 10-year-old is talking while the younger one is just.
Are there any bardic tales that might have been told about scary fog?
All kinds. I mean, fog is a very great subject for scary tales. You know, things that hide in the fog, fog that consumes people and whisks them away. All manner of stories about fog.
Well,
All right. Well, since we're in here, where are your parents? Where would you see them last?
Our parents, they are in the basement with the monster. They're keeping it trapped in there. They're trying to save us.
Mm.
Our baby brother is in the nursery on the 3rd floor, though.
I got an 8.
Okay, well, we can't stay outside, so we
I
have
don't
to
know
all
if-
go in.
8 does anything to help me on that one, Twitch. I might be kind of fucked.
We're not going in. The monster's scary. It makes terrible, terrible noises.
It's scarier than the fog.
Well, the fog won't get us here as long as we stay where we are.
Well, we
The
can't
fog-
stay
the
on
fog
the
says-
porch
It did.
forever, kiddo.
What if we took you to your baby brother and barricaded the room?
They shake their head like we're not going in until it's gone.
I'm gonna kind of like while we're talking, like take out some cloth and try to make like earmuffs almost for them, and kind of like just like help put it over their ears and be like, this should help with the sounds.
They just
Oh.
kind of back away. No. What if it kills Yuga too? We're staying out here.
But the
We'll come in when you kill it.
Wish I had anything to make them some sort of hidey hole, but I cannot think of anything.
I love
think
that.
right now they're the safest they can be because we can't really go back into the fog to get anything.
Yeah.
Is there like a stick or something I could jam in the door to prevent it from opening? Or like, can I lock the door?
You mean the
I'm gonna
gate?
give
You
them
Oh,
my
the-
bedroll to huddle under.
Yeah, I want to like
Okay.
jam the gate closed so it cannot be opened from the outside.
You'd have to reach into the fog to pull them closed.
Oh, I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy and I'm going to slam them shut.
They slam shut with a clang and a screech, and the kids just
I should have warned you guys. I'm so sorry.
they hide under the bedroll that Seth gives them.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go ahead and like force them to stay shut for a while, or until we open
You're
them.
able to jury rig them closed.
Okay, that should
Uh,
protect you guys from that direction.
Can I use my disguise kit to paint their faces like statues so it just looks like they're stone like
Yes.
PETA from Hunger Games?
Give me a persuasion check to even be able to do it.
It's
I
fun.
will
It's face
assist.
paint.
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage on it.
Nobody will want to hurt the kids if their faces are properly painted.
Oh, yeah, thank you for that advantage. That's a fucking 27, natural 20.
They like calm down a bit as you do the face paint because it's pretty fun, and you get them looking kind of statuey.
Yeah, I'll
Right.
try and make one look like a gargoyle.
Now, no more crying. You guys gotta stay here and guard the gate, okay?
They nod,
You
and
just stay in your bedroll and try to make your faces look extra scary and don't move, okay?
young girl's like, "Thank you. I'm Rose. And my brother's name is Thorn. Thank you so much."
Of course.
You guys just make sure you don't go anywhere, okay?
We'll stay right here.
I'm Seth, and I'll shake their little hands.
They shake your hand and they hide under the bedroll as statues again.
Okay. I'm gonna say let's go in and try to do this as quick as possible, so we don't have to leave them. And also, there's another kid in there that we need to hopefully save. I'm gonna kind of like say the hopefully part to myself.
In we go. I'll open the door.
Quick before we go, I'm gonna ask Rose if she wants to take one of my daggers.
She nods and takes it and just kind of holds it in front, pointed in front of her.
You hide that under the blanket where nobody can see it, okay?
Oh, all right.
Give him a little pat on the head, and then shoop, me and Rox are going in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we go, like I'm gonna like see that you handed them the dagger and be like, oh yeah, that's right. And I'm gonna pull out the holy symbol And I'm gonna be like, I need you to guard this for me. I'll be back to get it. And I'm gonna hand it to the little boy.
All right.
Be like, this will
He
help
will
protect you.
Take it and hold on to it.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go in as well.
I go in last after the
Alright.
wizard.
As soon as we're in, I'm whispering in Rox's ear, "You were way tougher at that age. That kid's kind of a wuss."
Yeah, I am kind of buff, huh?
You're a buff, baby. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
Hey. That will go all the way
Also,
over
Psycho.
here.
This is gonna be a
Whoa!
tough little bit. Yo, what?
To be inside of the thingy.
We're soaring, flying.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how you guys were saying like I might need to yeet somebody? I feel like we just got yoted.
The double set of oaken doors creak open into a grand foyer. Hanging on the south side of the foyer is a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, a stylized golden windmill on a red field, flanked by portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. Mahogany-framed double doors leading from the foyer to the main hall are set with panes of stained glass. Guys, open up the next door.
I like to
Somebody else don't lead on that.
stealthily move behind everybody.
All right,
She's
you
pains.
stealthily move behind.
I'm gonna kind of like move forward, and I'm gonna be like, all right. I'm gonna hold my shield up and just like kind of gently creak the door open and look in.
All right. A wide hall runs the width of the house, with a black marble fireplace at one end and a sweeping red marble staircase at the other. Mounted on the wall
That's
above the
good, Psycho.
fireplace is a long sword, with a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. The wood-paneled walls are ornately sculptured with images of vines,
Oh, this is
flowers,
so cool.
nymphs, and satyrs.
I love seeing how it.
Decorative paneling follows the staircase as it circles upwards to the second floor. See several doorways leading into other parts of the house.
Is there anything in either one of these rooms, like a table with a drawer that's openable or anything like that?
Okay. I love that.
Yes.
That's such a cute little detail.
There'd be one in the main hall.
That's
near
so cute.
The fireplace.
I'll carefully open it, like slowly, and then just see if I can find anything in it.
It's just some blank pieces of parchment.
While I'm stealing them.
All right.
Probably be careful just in case there is a monster of some kind eating parents.
Should we just?
Yeah.
Do we hear anything? Like,
It is silent.
the child said that they were in the basement, right? So we should probably find the way down.
That seems sensible.
Which is the ugliest door? Because I feel like the ugliest door might lead to the basement. The least fancy.
Let's see.
I'm gonna kind of like peek this door open.
I'd say it's probably. Oh, I don't want to do that. This door is probably the ugliest.
Okay. Smacks us all into the wall.
The one where the wizard's at is probably the ugliest.
All right.
You're a pretty wizard.
I'll go ahead and open it slowly.
All right.
Shield kind of like prepped between me and the door.
I'll be ready to shoot.
Oh, urban QCB tactics.
I'll just be here.
Oops.
Oh, I can't see anything.
I thought that was me for a second. I was like, what the?
I thought my game crashed.
You open the door up to a cloakroom. Several black cloaks hang from hooks on the walls. Top hat sits on a high shelf. There's some linens.
What does these cloaks smell like?
Take a deep breath. Roll me a perception.
16.
Smells dusty and a little bit mildewy.
Oh. Somebody didn't put them away fast enough.
I'm gonna ask Ubrick if he can press to digitate it for me.
I cannot press to digitate.
Like, I'm sure he prestidigitates the cloaks. They now smell better.
Okay.
Oh wait. Okay, I'm putting one on.
Yeah, me too. Fuck yeah.
All right.
Goblins.
Yeah.
No,
Can I
blend
take a
in.
top hat too?
Yeah, you take a top hat.
Looking very dapper, Rocks.
Very sophisticated.
We can purchase those if you need, guys.
That's no fun.
This is purchasing.
We're trying to save a family, not rob them.
I'm blending in.
Yeah. It's disguise.
It's their home.
Okay.
Be like,
what
oh
if
my
they don't
god, I
want
can't kill you. You're Jimothy. Oh no. And then I'll be like, haha, it was me all along.
They won't want to kill snazzy people.
That's true.
They might be willing to kill a thief, though.
Only one way to find out.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean his wardrobe was just so exquisite. How could we not?
It's just a
The
linen
compliment
closet.
itself.
I mean, you've seen the size of this house. It's probably some soft noble.
Right, let's try this door. Or do the same thing, shield prepped.
All right.
Prepare to yeet axe.
It was me, Dio, all along.
You open up what looks to be a dining. As you enter, you see the wood paneled dining room sits in the center of it sits a carved mahogany table surrounded by several high seats with sculptured armrests and cushioned seats. Crystal chandeliers hang over the table, which is covered with resplendent silverware and crystalware, polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above a marble fireplace to the north side of the room is a mahogany framed painting of an alpine vale. The wall paneling is carved with elegant images of deer among the trees. Red silk drapes over the windows, and a tapestry depicting hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf hangs from an iron rod bolted to the south wall.
As soon as I see that there's food in there, I'm grabbing Rocks by the shoulder and giving them the sign for poison, so that way they don't go rushing and eat the food.
Give him a thumbs up.
I chose wrong again, but I think you are right on about the soft aristocrat.
Good taste though. This house is kind of neat.
They do have a good taste.
Okay, who's picking next?
I think my pick would be upstairs.
Yeah, the basement's definitely upstairs.
Well, do we want to go fight the monster first, or do we want to, help the baby?
That's true. We could get the baby out of the house first.
But I mean, if the house isn't currently on fire, I don't think the baby's in any real danger. The parents are.
I don't know that.
I mean, if there's a monster, there could be other monsters.
Also, I'm not as much
True.
concerned about parents, to be honest. We can get them new parents.
But it seems like these ones actually cared about their kids enough to try to save them.
Then where are they?
Trapped with the monster trying to protect their children.
Possibly dead.
I feel
Well,
the
look at
parents
that.
would want us to get the baby first, right?
You do have a point.
Yes. I mean, we could also split up. I mean, there is 6 of us.
That's always a good idea.
That
I-
sounds
I-
fun.
I'm gonna roll my eyes again.
I think. I mean, like, if we go to fight the monster and it gets away from us and runs upstairs, that's not good, right?
It's a dead baby.
It's a dead baby.
That is a dead baby.
But
dead
also,
baby.
if we get the baby and take it outside, the monster's equally as likely to run outside. So,
We'll just
Yeah,
paint
but
the
we-
baby to look like a rock. It'll be fine.
Yeah, or I was thinking maybe a pumpkin.
Sure, people like to kick those though, so that might not be a good idea.
That's a good point.
I think the fog is the big concern right now out there. I don't think anybody's walking through that.
hmm,
We could.
let's just open the door. I'm just gonna open the door.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
Double doors. This room's important, everyone.
This
not
paneled
the
room
basement.
looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head. Positioned around the outskirts of the room are 3 stuffed wolves. 2 padded chairs draped in animal furs face the hearth, with an oak table between them supporting a rack and a candelabrum. Chandelier hangs above a cloth-covered table surrounded by 4 chairs. 2 cabinets stand against the walls. The east cabinet looks very heavy and hard to handle. The north cabinet seems to be unlocked.
Alright. Where am I? I'm in here.
You're sounding a little choppy.
Oh, well, you're a little choppy now too.
I think we all are.
Oh.
Like
Oh, yep.
everybody choppy.
Yeah.
Woo!
All
Just-
be together.
Squirt.
We just leave the
Let's
chat
leave
and
him
come back.
Yeah.
Murder.
Alright, I'm gonna go into karaoke until they drag me in. I can't join. I need them to invite me back in. Yay! There we are. Hello. Nope. Oh.
Okay, there we go. I can hear things now.
Did it fit?
That was wild.
Yeah, everybody sounds better now.
Sweet.
Oh,
Fuck
the
it.
Bob comes in. Ugh.
Whoa.
Oh. I love the pufferfish noise.
Pufferfish.
Snake.
Y'all had a yellow exclamation point in the top of your box for a second.
Yeah.
I've never seen that happen before.
Discord really shit the bed on that one.
All right. Oh, which door's unlocked, Ned?
North.
There's a cabinet. There's 2 cabinets.
Okay.
One to the east sports a very heavy-looking lock, and the one to the north does not have a lock.
Does it appear to be trapped?
Go ahead and roll an investigation for me.
Infestation.
14.
As far as you can tell, there are no traps.
Let somebody else open it. Looks alright to me.
Everything's checked.
Which door?
The one to the north.
You want me to open this one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll open it.
All right. Cabinet opens up to reveal a small box containing a deck of playing cards and an assortment of wine glasses and wine.
Oh.
No staircase or anything here.
Perhaps
Just
I should go ask the orphans for directions.
There is a single door that I don't think we've been through yet.
And we could still go upstairs.
We could. This door over here.
There's a deck of playing cards, which is cool. Maybe I'll take it later if I remember.
A
but
single
right
door
now-
you're gonna open.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of just be like, all right, I cannot find the basement at this point. I'm gonna kind of like nudge that single door, or like shield
Alright.
still in hand, like kind of open it slowly. No, this.
You open the door to a kitchen.
Was there 2 doors there?
It's just part of how the map was put together.
Oh, okay.
The kitchen is tidy with dishware, cookware, and utensils neatly placed on shelves. A work table has a cutting board and a rolling pin atop of it. A stone dome-shaped oven near. Wow, fucking. I fucked that sentence up.
We
A
believe.
stone dome-shaped oven stands near the east wall. Its bent iron stovepipe connecting to a hole in the ceiling. Behind the stove and to the left is a thin door.
I'm gonna kind of like nudge towards everybody and be like, over here, I found another door. I'm gonna kind of like shuffle in and be like, you guys, who's capable of checking for traps? I feel like this one might actually be a problem.
I'll check it.
Roll investigation.
Oh, wizard.
16.
Alright, you don't seem to notice any traps.
Seems alright.
All right. Well, gonna open it. Oops.
Stand on top of the door.
Yeah.
That is opening.
Get a
Ah.
vantage point.
Open the door.
You find a very well-stocked pantry through those doors.
Fine.
Everything appears fresh. You have cheeses, dried meat. Holy fuck. What was that?
What was what?
Oh,
Somebody cracking their body? Ripple of a massive bass.
that hurt that hurt my ears.
Oh.
Anybody else here? Hellhound's Michael wonky.
No.
Weird. It started screeching at me.
Oh. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no.
I'm sorry. I don't
This is-
know how.
I think Discord is fucking itself today.
Man.
All right. So basically, well stocked cheeses, meats, fruits, and veggies, all in good shape.
Resisting my urge.
Maybe
Ah.
maybe the kids meant attic instead of basement, because I don't know if there's a basement here.
I kind of want to like look around and be like, is there any other doors?
Go
secret.
ahead and roll me a perception check.
I will assist on the finding of other doors.
May I roll investigation?
Sure.
I got a 5.
I'd like to pretend to look for doors, but really just steal wine and cheese.
You can do that.
Massive.
You have
six.
much wine and cheese. What was that, Foxo?
Humongous 6.
All right.
Kids.
You see a door in the kitchen to the west over here.
Oh. Over here?
In
Yeah.
the kitchen?
Oh, it's like blending in.
Yeah.
All right.
There.
All right. Gonna kind of like nudge this one and be like, I really hope this is. If they have an actual basement, that'd be nice. Other than that, I think the
Out.
kids. What the?
Behind the small door, you see what appears to be a dumbwaiter. 2-foot wide stone shaft containing a wooden elevator box attached to a simple rope and pulley mechanism. Seems to be operated manually from down here. It leads upward into the ceiling. A smaller character could probably squeeze in there with enough work, but it doesn't seem like it can hold much weight.
I'm gonna be like, if you want assistance up, I can pick you up there.
But that goes up, right?
Yep.
I mean, we could just take the stairs.
That is true.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin your fun. I just,
No, it's cool. We'll take the stairs.
It's
And you're
perfectly
leaving
together.
the locked cabinet alone.
Oh, that would also make sense. The locked cabinet might be. Well, it would make sense for it to be downstairs. I don't know.
Oh,
I
the
didn't
cabin.
honestly. I didn't honestly.
Yeah, there's
think
locked
to
cabinet
acquire
in the
thieves'
hunting room.
tools.
Oh.
I'll rejoin them. No
Can't lock
secret
pick
doors
it,
in there.
they can break it.
Thought I had thieves tools.
Ah. So Zoom. I
I'll say
don't.
Seth can have thieves tools.
I
It makes sense
don't
for him to
know
have.
how long we're gonna be playing. I don't know how much longer I should
Okay,
say.
I'll see if it's trapped
Probably not.
first.
Not much longer.
Roll-
But I will let you
roll an
know when we're
investigation.
gonna be done. And then I will definitely give you a shout.
18.
You
Also,
can
thank you for
see
still
no
being here, man.
evidence of
I appreciate it.
traps.
Okay, I'll try to unlock it.
Oh yeah,
Okay, make a
perfect.
thieves tools check.
I will.
That's
yeah.
your dex modifier plus your proficiency.
Oh, 100%.
How do I find out my proficiency?
Top
it's-
middle.
Okay, +2.
if you're proficient in stealth, you could also just click stealth, and that'll work exactly the same.
Hmm.
How do I guess? Because wait. My dex bonus is +4. My proficiency bonus is +2. I think
So it's
I'm.
a total of +6.
I got a 12.
You try to pick the lock, but you get close, but you just can't quite get it.
Sorry, guys.
There was the option of breaking it.
Yes. Alright. I'm gonna smash it.
Break it.
All right, go ahead and roll me a attack roll.
I'm gonna stand back.
Uh, 19.
Yeah, roll damage.
12.
Yeah, you break this lock in half, and it falls to the ground with a clunk.
There you
The lock is now unlocked.
Someone else can open it.
I'll open it.
Okay, opening it, you see a collection of weapons. You
Anything
see
cool?
a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, a hand crossbow, and 20 bolts for each weapon.
Hmm.
I'm taking the bolts for the hand crossbow. For sure.
Suppose I do need a ranged weapon. I can't keep throwing things.
I do feel that the there may not be a visible way to the basement. Or I guess upstairs might be the only way to go at this point.
Maybe there's a laundry chute.
You know what? I'm gonna ask the orphans. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go.
Go ask the kids. I'll accompany with you.
You go outside, and there's simply an empty bedroll on the floor. The kids are gone.
Yes, kid.
I think they might be, dead. Probably good to handle this tactfully. We don't want to tell orphans about other dead orphans. It always makes them sad.
That is true. So what do we do about the no basement aspect?
That is a good question.
We could just say that they got confused and that there might be an attic. I believe one of the others mentioned that earlier. So it's not.
Maybe.
All right. That's the only thing I can think of right now.
I mean, worst case, we go upstairs and ask the baby.
Yes, because infants always know. All right. They said that they were a little bit confused and that they might be upstairs.
Oh, well, okay then.
Up we go. I'm staying behind Seth and
I want to secretly insight
Rocks.
check Ulbrich.
Oh, I lost my character. Where did he go? Where did they go? Oh, I have my view set incorrectly.
There are so many stairs in this goddamn house.
Yes, there are. Stop moving, you guys. Gather you all around.
Oh,
Whee!
Oh, that makes sense. That's why there's so many stairs.
did we move into a different thing?
Yeah.
Oh, where the stairs just gonna go up forever?
No, there's another map. Just click on your token and it'll take you over to.
Oh, no, I
There it
know.
is. Unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. Hanging above the mantelpiece is a wood-framed portrait of the Durst family. You see the father and the mother with their two smiling children, Rose and Thorn. Cradled in the father's arm is a swaddled baby,
Fuck no.
which the mother regards with a hint of scorn. Standing suits of armor flank wooden doors in the east and west halls. Each suit of armor clutches a spear and has a visored helm shaped like a wolf's head. The doors are carved with dancing youths, although close inspection might reveal more. The red marble staircase that started on the first floor continues its upward spiral. Cold draft can be felt blowing in from above.
I'm gonna set out to the side and be like, I don't know what to go from here.
I want to go peek in the armor and see if there's anything in it.
I mean, this is the first floor, right? The attic should be above the third floor, right?
That is true. I figured you guys would like to open up all the other doors first.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Seth,
I mean,
go ahead and roll me a investigation check.
15.
All right. You
Slam stuff on
go
the
to
wall.
inspect the armor, and looking inside, I mean, it's empty.
Hello.
Seems to be completely held. You're not even sure what's holding it up. There doesn't seem to be anything inside keeping it standing.
And I pry its weapon out of its cold, dead hands.
As you do, it stands firm, and you watch as the head clinks and turns and looks at you.
Sorry?
The eyes start to light up with a red glow.
Guys, I think I fucked up.
I'll look in your direction and take a step.
What did you do?
I was looking around. I think I pissed this one off.
Pissed what thing off?
Just gonna point at the statue.
Its eyes, as you look back and everybody comes together around, the eyes of the statue have gone dim.
Well, I can make it happen again if you want.
I feel like the fog is getting to you.
Poke it.
I'm gonna rub the statue's leg and see if anything happens. Suggestively.
Tink. Strangely enough, that sound comes from behind. The two armors are just standing there normally.
Okay, I really don't want to fight it, but if I try to take its spear, it might get mad again.
Trying to de-weapon the statues. Kind of like while we're sitting here like talking, I'm gonna nudge this door open and just be like looking at the statue, nudge the door open and see what happens.
All right. You nudge the door open. Nothing happens.
Okay. Exquisite, like little ballroom. Whoop. All right. See, the statues are fine.
Just out of sheer curiosity, I'm gonna go molest the other one's leg and see if anything happens.
Real quick, as you open the door,
Hi.
gossamer drapes cover the windows of this elegantly appointed hall, which has a brass-painted chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Upholstered chairs line the walls, and stained glass wall hangings depict beautiful men, women, and children singing and playing instrument. A harpsichord with a bench rests in the northwest corner. Near the fireplace is a large standing harp. Alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers adorn the mantelpiece.
Quite lovely. So I feel like you would really like this. Cass?
Yeah.
Basically a grand piano.
I'll poke my head in and just go, Cass, can you play the harpsichord?
I feel like Cass has been deceased. He's been kidnapped.
No, I can play a fiddle, a flute, or a pan flute.
Mm.
I could try.
Oh, you're
What
not
about a
bad.
pansexual flute?
He's good at blowing, is what he's saying.
Am I gonna try and play this thing?
Hell yeah.
I'm not proficient, but I'll give it a shot.
Go ahead and roll a performance with disadvantage.
First roll was a natural 20s. 22 total.
Oh, that's pretty good. What kind of feeling are you going for?
Like, you probably know this episode of Supernatural, Ned, when it's all monster and black and white. When they go in and he's playing the organ all creepy and then it gets funky.
Yeah. All right. That starts to ring out from the room, and honestly, it is enrapturing. So enrapturing, in fact, that you don't notice the fact that the four suits of armor are now standing behind you in the doorway. They're not attacking, but they seem to be drawn towards the music of the harpsichord. Their eyes glow a eerie pale blue color.
Keep playing, Cass!
It's such a gorgeous song.
Keep playing.
Would I notice them like moving behind us?
You can.
I try to dance with one and try to dance it into the room.
I'm just gonna get out of their way since they're trying to get inside. And they're not attacking, so I'm not gonna do anything to them. I'm just gonna move out of their way.
Yeah. All four of them just converge in.
Just keep playing. They really like it.
Are you sure they're surrounding me?
Play something funky.
It looks fine. They haven't drawn their weapons or anything.
Go ahead and roll another performance check with disadvantage.
It's a natural one right off the bat. So an 8.
Oh,
How good are you at drop?
as you were
thing or what?
playing, you hit a wrong note, and then another wrong note, and you're trying to recover, but it's very difficult, especially with these suits of armors surrounding you. And as you continue to fail, their pale blue eyes start to turn red. They draw their
Space hit.
swords.
Uh,
2 of them are facing you, Cass. The others
just-
turn towards the rest of the group and start advancing.
I stopped
Can I-
playing.
They continue.
They were
And that's where we're going to end this session. The next session will pick up with an initiative roll.
I was actually really nervous there.
Oh boy.
Yeah. How do you think I feel? It's fine.
Oh,
It's just
you're
running me
fine.
is sore.
No, you're fine.
It'll be fine.
I mean, if you can just
Oh.
quickly play again, you might be able to like fix this all if you play a really good song really quickly.
just play with
If
one of the
he's not
instruments you like.
proficient.
Just play with the fiddle instead. Just start doing the same song but with the fiddle.
So yeah, that was our first episode of Curse of Strahd. How do you like the Death House so far?
Loving it.
I do love the Death House.
I feel like we
The
should
only-
have cut our losses.
The only people other than Rox that I've cared about are gone.
You don't know that.
They're gone.
I mean, there was no blood.
Taking
I
the
mean-
God.
Turns out they were just blending into the wall really well.
Like PETA in Hunger Games with camouflage.
Turns
Hey,
out.
yeah.
I
the
mean,
horses,
you
yeah.
did disguise them.
Yeah, you did.
Ah, they have my holy symbol. And one of.
No, no.
Well, maybe it's just under the blanket with a dagger or
Maybe.
something.
Ned, you gotta teach me how to make fog of war on these maps work.
Oh, you mean the hidden value thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of a pain in the ass, because if you put hidden values on hidden values, you have to delete one to get to the others.
Oof.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super useful for this, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also like how you did the that way like we don't have the levels obstructing our view. So
Yeah.
you did it like
Well,
that.
to be fair, I didn't build this map. I stole it from somebody else.
Ah. Was this a
The nice thing about Curse of Strahd is that it's such a prolific module that there
There's
have been
lots of
so many people
resources
who
to pull
built
from.
maps. Yeah. So I didn't have to build any of these myself.
nice?
But yeah, no, this is a fantastic map made by a fantastic guy.
Many chandeliers.
So many chandeliers. Yeah, no,
Some
I was
guy named Demon Gund.
So many
Good job, buddy.
walking suits of armor.
New friends.
New friends. Almost
Right,
new
not-
friends.
Not taking like Misty Step.
you could have danced with all of them. It would have been
I mean, Wob did erect their interest in you guys, so
Erect is the wrong word to use.
Ah, no,
I
it
think
was
it's the correct one.
I was going to say he did in fact mention the ting behind us.
Ping.
The two
did.
suits of armor that are attacking Cass are the ones that you rub their thigh.
Those were the ones. Yeah, one of them was the one where she rubbed their thigh, because they were the ones closest to the room.
One is wielding 2 swords and a shield.
What?
That's
Oh, oh.
Yep.
I was
Yep.
looking like, where's the second sword?
he's got a nice little cloth to hang over it.
Well, it was
Yeah.
fun.
So yeah, you guys. You know the beautiful part about that is you didn't have to fight them.
Yet.
Stinky.
Wob just immediately like, I'm trying to take their weapon. I'm like, all right.
I just wanted to see what would happen.
Actually, like if
And
you
I'm glad you did, because this is going to be a really fun way to start the next game.
Moida.
Moida.
starts with the biggest ass of womp womp.
So
Poor
Cass.
Cass.
Yeah.
You guys just completely fucked him over.
Well, he
Varoux, you might want to have a second character ready. Just,
There,
heads
Cass
up.
with barbecue sauce on his titties.
Barbecue cast.
Look-
It'll be fine.
look at this man with a whole ass crop top and everything.
Of course, it's me, the character that didn't want to go in the fucking house.
As a death house,
Uh.
your death house, I should say.
Steve, no. I mean, Cass, no.
God, that was fun.
He,
The whole time I was just thinking that fucking carriage is probably getting robbed so hard right now.
those two orphans are sitting there having a heyday, just being like, there was more fucking food in here. Nom, 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 nom.
Said he'd bought that.
Running around with a handful of gold. One of them has like the spell of fog or something.
The other one just uses like an illusion to make all these noises and sounds.
Be hilarious.
It'd be really powerful kids, like really powerful casters for the children to be able to do that.
Hey Ned,
They would though. Yeah.
could I have advantage on initiative since I was literally on edge the whole time watching them approach?
You know what? I'll give that to you.
That's something.
The reason why you failed the note was because you were like getting ready to grab your weapon. You're like,
I do think it is pretty pretty on point for him to be like nervously playing and then fucking it up and like clunk clunk clunk
Let's get that natural one right away.
Watching
Yeah.
as their eyes start getting more angry.
It's like, oh, they have blue eyes. They're perfectly fine. The blue turns to like a pale yellow, and it's just like, this might not be as fine. It goes to like a dark orange, and it's like, this is bad. Hits the last like failed G. Hits like a G sharp, and it's like, oh, they're red. They are going to kill me.
They skip from like regular red to like blood red, like burning.
Not regular armor, it's rave armor. No.
RGB.
Hell yeah.
It's gamer armor.
Oh.
Alrighty. I'm gonna end my stream.
All right. The fun session playing.
Yeah, thanks, Ned.
for
Yeah,
DMing.
thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you for DMing.
Thank you guys so much for watching stream. I greatly
was fun.
appreciate it. And I will